and get started. So let's start by settling the body, finding a comfortable, stable, upright position, serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat on the ground, our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. You try to avoid slouching or leaning. I try to avoid unnecessary rigidity in the body. So we try to think about relaxing into an upright posture. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. Gaze is unfocused and downward. And again, just scan through the body and release any places of tension. Relaxing all the major muscle groups, while at the same time keeping an awareness of the back, being straight. Try to withdraw attending to whatever might be happening around you, trying to contain your awareness just to the body and mind. Letting go too of thoughts of the past and the future. Trying to hold the awareness to the present moment. And begin to use the physical sensation of the air passing into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that present moment physical sensation is arising in the mind, and gently, without judgment or frustration, letting that distraction go, and coming back again and again to the present moment physical sensation of the breath. We can generate a broad and altruistic motivation for our time, connecting with our own wish to be happy and to be free of suffering, trying to feel that very deeply, viscerally. Recognizing that all sentient beings are exactly the same, wanting only happiness, wanting to be free of even the slightest of negativities. Thinking of the benefits of sentient beings being able to truly be free of all suffering, stable, lasting, perfect peace, contentment. Thinking of the kindness that we've received in this and beginningless past lives from all sentient beings. Thinking that the purpose of our time is to develop new capacities, new familiarities in our own minds that can help to bring about the welfare of others. And we can contemplate today that in order to be effective in our spiritual lives, we have to learn to transform difficulty into the spiritual path. We have to change our relationship to what we think of as obstacles, difficult circumstances. So start by thinking of a challenge that's happening in your own life, something that seems consistent difficulty. Try to notice the mind of discontent that arises. Sense of discomfort, wanting to ignore or push away this difficulty. As we begin to think about relating more constructively to this challenging circumstance, we can explore the idea that the role of enlightened activity in the world, specifically perhaps in relation to those who are really trying to grow, really trying to devote themselves to a spiritual path. One role of enlightened activity could be to manifest obstacles. So, can we consider that this obstacle is meant to help us, meant to demonstrate what we need to work on because we've come under the care of the enlightened beings? Try to think about seeing it as something beneficial. Another tool is to use this difficulty to generate greater and greater renunciation for cyclic existence. You can recognize that samsara, ordinary existence, is in the nature of difficulties. That having taken aggregates, appropriated a body and mind under the influence of karma and delusion, that meeting with obstacles is to be expected. And that if we settle for continued cyclic existence, then we'll continue to meet with obstacles again and again. Try to use it to develop a sense of weariness with samsara, wanting to achieve the state of enlightenment instead. Developing a resolve to move in that direction as the real antidote. And we can think that there's countless other sentient beings experiencing similar difficulties. And there are far more sentient beings experiencing greater sufferings. Think in comparison to limitless numbers of sentient beings, the problems that we face are truly blissful in comparison. So try to use this experience to touch that ground of shared experience. Try to develop a brave attitude, willing to take on the suffering on behalf of all sentient beings, thinking, may the negativities of sentient beings ripen as difficulty for myself, and may I give my happiness, my merit, my good fortune to others. Using this experience to eliminate the self-cherishing mind. It's the cause of all of our problems. Try to set a determination to change the appearance of difficulties, seeing them as the doorway out of suffering into happiness. Through the cultivation of guru devotion, by thinking of them as manifestations of enlightened activity, through developing greater and greater renunciation, and through using it to deepen our bodhicitta motivation. And then we'll come back together and dedicate. So think that this contemplation has actualized your positive motivation, and think of offering the fruit of that practice for the benefit of others. Thinking, may whatever positive energy I've created, may that ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings, pacifying conflict, disease, all harmful conditions, ripening the minds of all sentient beings, helping them to practice the path and achieve the result of full enlightenment, wanting that result in one's own mind to provide oneself the ability to benefit sentient beings perfectly. Thinking, may this positive energy pacify any obstacles facing the Guru's long life. And may it cause myself and all other sentient beings to be guided and protected by enlightened beings from this moment until our swift enlightenment. Thank you.